forecast in the Oklahoma Ford Storm Center.
Well, we've been fortunate we haven't dealt with a lot of snowfall, clearly. Let's take a look at what's happening downtown. I was out just a little earlier, like I was saying earlier, and when you went out, in fact, Joe says to me, "Are you going to wear your big coat?" And I said, "Well, I might as well. I mean, it might get cold." Sure enough, when I got back in the car, Joe said, "Can I borrow your big coat?" Well, that was just an awkward moment, and that didn't happen. 1 degree right now in Minneapolis. Now you go, I'm telling you, you go tomorrow, that's -12, -15. By first thing Monday morning, that's -20 for your temperatures. We are looking at some cold, just like Ty said just a moment ago, not felt in decades. Extremely cold temperatures. Earlier this evening, just at 6 o'clock, we were looking at a number that was in the upper 40s. Now we're at 33 degrees. 18 in Kansas City. St. Joe had some snow coming in just when we were here at 6 o'clock. So the snow is definitely moving in. The deal with the snow is, it's not that it's going to be a snow event. It's that behind it, that air is going to get crazy cold. 48 was our afternoon, 49 in Tulsa, 52 in Pawhuska, 55 if you're in Pawnee, and 52 in Ponca City today. Very, very warm temperatures for the time of year. 33 right now in Tulsa. Not bad. We're going to wish for 33 in the next couple of days. 31 in Sand Springs, 29 in Skytook, and in the Manford, home of Keith Taylor, it's in the mid-30s. Now, take a look at what's happening. Your winds are now coming out of the north directly at 10 to 15 to 20 to 25 miles per hour. As we get first thing in the morning, maybe you're getting ready to head out for church. If you go to the early services, you're going to be looking at wind gusts that are going to feel below zero, maybe 5 to 10 degrees, depending upon where you are. In other words, it's going to be very, very cold first thing in the morning. This is kind of where the line is sitting across the area. Take a look at your wind chills. Feels like 11 in Ponca City, so that's extremely frigid, but still holding up okay in Muskogee. That's because this has got to move on through, and it'll be felt by everyone in the area. It's going to take a little while to move on through. Here's that line of snow showers. It's all part of the big low that is going to make its way through. Now, when it pushes on off into the southeast, some of the numbers you're going to see in the southeast are absolutely crazy. This cold air is going to push all the way down into Florida and deep into Florida at that. Notice we have some rain bands starting to form here. Now, when this cold air finishes pushing on in here, that's going to become a wintry mix for a lot of us, or a lot of the people that are in this, and it's going to become a snow event once the cold air rushes in. And right along the border, you're going to notice some of those rain showers starting to form. And when I run this model in just a moment, you'll see what I'm talking about. The models over the last couple of hours have wanted to push just a little more snow in the area. Still don't think it's going to be a huge snow event, but as you can see, it's trying to get right across the interstate there, and once it moves in, kind of this area right through here, this corridor, is where you're going to end up with the mass majority of the snowfall. Still think the number is going to be on the low side in terms of accumulation. But we do have, as these models play out, they're wanting to hold it in a little longer. So watch this. Here's the snow. We're putting this roughly about now. We'll move it forward, get it all the way to 3 a.m. Now, notice we have a wintry mix here. If you're in those areas, Tahlequah in that area, you got to be watchful of that. Now, this snow that's going to move along Ponca City, Bartlesville, and kind of skirt the line, as it moves along, we go an hour. Now it's a little further along. We still have that wintry mix pushing into a portion of the area, and then we have these snow showers, again, kind of isolated. They're going to move along Claremore, Veneta, right along in through Catoosa in those areas. Still Veneta, Miami, Grove getting the brunt of that snowfall. There's your wintry mix in the rain to the southeast. It keeps moving in. We're at 6 o'clock now. Still a few snow showers around. By 7, still a few around. We've hit our overnight low at 16. And then through the day, we watch that move on out. Now, afternoon, not going to get much of a temperature rebound at only 21 today. It's going to be a very, very cool day. Now, 5 degrees is the overnight low as we head into Monday morning. Think about that. Pets, elderly, young, these are all people that are going to have to be watched when you start seeing temperatures drop to 5. What about your pipes bursting? These are things you do not want. 17 when we're looking at Monday for an afternoon high. So watch the snow move in. We'll kind of give you a look at the totals. We're going to call a trace amount the further south and southeast you go. Then we'll put it around 1 inch to 2 inches or so, kind of right through the mainland of green country. And then when you get in the extreme northeast corner, some of these areas may move up to 3, maybe even 4 inches in the valleys. But I think most of us will be in that 1 to 3 bracket. We'll call it 16 tonight. Some snow showers around. That northerly winds at 10 to 20 are going to make it feel much cooler than that. Not at dangerous levels first thing in the morning. The real danger comes when we get late in the afternoon on Sunday and first thing in the morning on Monday. So 21 is where we are for Sunday. We're back down to 5. Extremely frigid at only 17 on Monday. Then look at that 13 number, so it's still cold. But by Tuesday, we're back up in the 30s. Wednesday, have a chance for rain coming in. Will it fall as rain or a wintry mix type situation? It depends on what time it gets here. Right now, it looks like it primarily will be a rain event, but we'll be watching that for you. And the main thing to remember is dangerously cold temperatures. And Miss Yvonne, you got to take care of your pets, the elderly, the young, and the people who are subject to getting, sickness and that type of thing in our community, because it's going to be dangerously cold.
And be careful with space heaters.
Oh, you can't plug 2 in. I learned that. Lost most of the OSU game to that one last night.
All right, thanks. All right, well, coming up, our sports team has a final recap, speaking of bowl games, both of those bowl games, including reaction from both quarterbacks. Stay with us.